Hello again, this is Chris at CP Magnetic Media. I'm going to show you how to install the HXC software, which will enable you to get your disk files and any files you download off the internet you want to put onto disk images, onto the images. So insert the USB stick into your computer, which gives it the drive, and open it. And if you go into the support folder right there, there'll be a PDF document which says converting your own files for use for the floppy emulator. So double click this. It's a step-by-step guide showing exactly what to do, but I will be demonstrating that anyway for you. So it's just basically to show you that the link is at the top of the file there. So that's what you need to download the software. So as you can see, it's very intuitive. It tells you exactly what you need to click on, what you need to do to make your disk images. It's all screen grabs from the process. So what you need to do, click the any of those two really to download, and you should come up with a little download box shortly. There we go. They are downloading the file. If for any reason it doesn't come up with this and Windows has got a firewall on, it's kind of blocking it, if you say download anyway, it will try. But if for any reason you cannot get it to download whatsoever because of your Windows firewall, then just drop us a message and we'll send you a link which we've got via Google Drive instead, and you can just download it from there instead. But this should work 9 times out of 10 for anything that's not got any issues with Windows and its overprotective virus protection and firewalls. As we all know, it can be a right pain. So it doesn't take long. It's going to take a bit longer on this to download because I've only got it on Wi-Fi and I'm upstairs, so it won't take this long for you. It's only a small file. It's only like 13 megabytes. So I'm pushing it old school with this with a very slow Wi-Fi link at the moment. But so I will cut to the end of this and then I will continue. There we go, nearly completed. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hopefully done. There we go. So once it's done, I'm not sure. Sometimes you can just open the file. So if you click on the folder there, it'll show you where you've downloaded it to. So it's still in a zip format at the moment, so it'll be in the downloads. So what I normally do is just stick it on your desktop. It doesn't need to be installed, this program. You can just run it from where it is. So if you drag it to the desktop, plonk it down somewhere over there, there we go. So you can close the PDF file now on the downloads window. Move that out of the way. If you right click this now, we can't run it from inside the zip because it needs the DLL files and stuff. So I've got 7-zip on mine, so if you can extract to a folder, that's probably your best bet. So that's it. If you need to open it, you can just extract, or if you need to open it a different way, you can just make a folder and then extract it into that by double clicking on it, because that'll take you into your zip provider then. So yeah, so there you go. So that'll be, it'll be the folder in there, and you've got ways to extract it here. So some versions of Windows are different to others, but yeah. So anyway, if you unzip it, you can put that in there. We can put the zip file in the same folder if you want. So click that folder. Right, so you don't want the DOS disk browser because that doesn't actually do anything. It just shows you what sort of disk image, and pretty much that's all it is. It's the one that says HXC emulator software you need. Windows or Mac. Obviously for Windows, we're going to be using Windows for this. There's not really much difference between the 64 and the 86 version. It depends on your operating system and what installation you have. So there we go. Are we in? Yes, there we go. Sorry, it's a bit slow, this computer. So there's one with the icon you need. So you can do is create a shortcut down there, and then you can just drag that shortcut over to your desktop, and that's it done then. So anytime you need to use it, you can just run it from there. So you can close that down now. Right, so first thing I'll do is I'll plug in the disk. No, I won't do that yet. Getting ahead of myself. I will double click the application, and there you go. That's what comes up first. So say for example you've got some MIDI files you've downloaded off the internet. I've got some here. There we go. And there you go, just a few ABBA songs. So if you've got a 1.4 megabyte system, which is like the HD discs with the 2 holes in them, you need to make 1.4 megabyte images. And if you've got the older type with just the single hole, double density discs, which is 720k, you need to select 720k, and I will show you exactly what to do with that now. So before you can do anything, you need to go into disk browser. So you've got nothing loaded at the moment. It's defaulted 720k, but for this experiment I will select 1.4, which is that one. So you've now got a template for 1.4. What you need to do now, because there's no DOS image loaded, so create disk, which is this button here, and there you go. It says disk size, which basically a new blank disk, which is already formatted. I think 1.39 megabytes left. So say you've got these internet MIDI files, so you just basically highlight them all, drag them into the disk browser window, and it will populate that. So it'll now say 730 kilobytes left, so that's basically half full disk image. And once you've done that, you click over to Save Export, and make sure you select your USB drive, which is now D drive. You can make a new folder if you want to do a new folder of your own sounds. You just do new, right click in the box there, sorry, I've gone ahead of myself. So if you right click there, it brings up the window, do new folder, and you can call it My MIDI. There you go. You can use capitals, you can call it anything you want really. So there we go, you go into that folder then, ABBA, and because it's got a PC format, you don't need to say use HFE. You can, but it'll double the size and it's not really necessary. So all you need to do is just select IMG raw image, which is this one here. Okay, or you can just literally type in .img and it will do that. And there we go. Save that, and it's now saved. I'll close that window now. There we go. So on your USB drive now, you have a folder called My MIDI. You've got a single 1.4 megabytes double-sided high-density disk image, which is 1.4 megabytes. So you can see what's on this. If you just want to see what's on disk images, you can just drag it into the main HXC window, drop it in, anyway, and it says it's got 84 tracks, 2 sides. If you go to the disk browser, and there's all your MIDI files. So when you select that image on your USB drive, when it's in your keyboard, it'll pop up as if you just put that disk in. And that's all we need to do. There's only one extra step to do this than there is to do basically copying the image MIDI files directly to a key, which doesn't work. Which is a bit of a lot of people say that I can't get my MIDI files to work because they're trying to copy MIDI files directly to the USB stick, and that isn't going to work because the floppy emulator drive will only work because it fools the device it's installed into thinking that what you've inserted is a 1.4 megabyte or 720k full disk. So that file has to be 1.4 megabytes or 720k. If you just put in individual MIDI files, it's not programmed to recognize those. It'll only recognize full disks, which is hence why you need this bit of software to drag your MIDI files over to a single image file, and then that's what we need to do. So once you've done the software, that's done once. You've done it once, it's always there. You've got your shortcut, you basically just click on that, it opens it up, and you're ready to go. So anytime you want to chuck some new files on an image, that's what you need to do. So the next stage I will show you. So get